Well, you already know what time it is. We got the Minorities, and I believe they have a spin-off to Love Island, and it's called Love Mansion, based on the title, okay? So we're about to get right into it, but right before we get into it, I got two things I gotta say. First of all, I found a third lamp in my closet. Let me know, does this make a difference? Look, okay, so boom. That's the two lamps, right? I got two lamps right here, and then this one. Does it make a difference? Let me know in the comments. I think it looks cleaner. Let me know. I think I'm going to keep using it. And number two is I got the POV glasses Ray-Ban Meta. And I just created a new Instagram for all my door-to-door sales content. It's going to go on my new page called Ambitious. And then my name, Abdiel. Ambitious, ABDIEL. Okay, and then this page for this YouTube is at Optimal Man Coaching. But if you want to watch the door-to-door sales content, check it out there.
Love Mansion. The contestants went on blind dates to get to know each other. After that,
and then I'm gonna get right to the video. Then the POV Riz content is gonna be on this page until I decide if I should make a new one.
The ladies gave a rose to whichever guy they want to couple with. Now, on today's episode, each couple will go on a solo date. They'll then compete in a game of Jeopardy to see which couple knows each other best. Now, as feelings start to grow throughout the mansion, so does the drama.
You know she's not a factor.
Well, she clearly is, because why is she talking to me yesterday?
I don't feel weird people. As soon as I see something weird, I'm done.
I was on a picnic date with she had Isaac's shirt on.
He won't even get a word from me the rest of the night.
If my man gets another, I'm done.
Take a lot to keep Jay. Yeah, you got Jay, but you got to keep Jay.
Yeah, he doesn't care.
He just doesn't listen. That's why he's not a man.
I saw they had applications for this on their YouTube. I saw like their last video or something. They had like application calls and like guys were calling in. Yo, if I would have known, I would have applied. I would have, loved to been on some shit like this. But I don't know where they be hosting those like calls. I don't know if it's on Twitch or what. But if anyone knows, let me know. Where do the Minorities be hosting the calls? Because I would love to be on one of their shit. I would love to work with them.
I'm gonna lie, I was trying to feel out the scenery. Like, who else would I want to talk to? It's every woman for themselves.
I ain't gonna let them Jesus definitely get fucked.
I want Jay. I'm gonna wait till that nigga go to the bathroom and be with his bitch. Just because I got my bitch don't mean I get to keep my bitch.
I was talking to me. Truth be told, she really ain't with me.
You know, the whole time I wanted to let everyone get a fair shot, but I was waiting to get my alone time.
Nick was on a date with my bitch.
I know he don't got no game.
He asked me to go upstairs with him. That's too much.
I went upstairs, Nate cuddled up with his bitch in the dark with the door closed. It was my bitch in his bed.
We got drama.
With these hoes.
Okay. That boy Nick knows some game. The Minorities done taught him well. Turn the AC down. Them hoes get cold. He'd be like, come over here, baby, get close, right? Boom. Simple.
That's crazy.
All right, there's a little upset.
Nah, but personally, I love my shit cold. Like, my temperature here is on 68. My parents told me the other day when they stopped by my place, they were like, you keep your AC on 68 all day, every day? Because I live in Florida, and it's hot as fuck out here. It's like in the 90s. And they're like, you keep it on 68 all the time? And I'm like, yeah. And they're like, your light bill's about to come up really high. They were like, when you leave the crib, just put it up a little bit. So I've been doing that. But any woman that comes over to the crib, always. I don't know why. I heard from one of my clients, door to door, I heard that women get colder easier than men. That's what she said. I don't know. I mean, I always get hotter easier. Like, if it's a little bit hotter, like, women always say, can you turn off the fan, blah, blah, blah. And then when you do that, immediately I get hot and they're okay. But then when I put it to my liking to where it's nice and cold, they're extremely fucking cold and freezing.
You have the opportunity to either pick me or Nathan.
Okay, I kind of want you now.
So to give a quick little recap, Paris initially matched with Nate. Then she changed her mind and chose up on the cameraman Isaac. Grace, she matched with Jason. And Ruby, she ended up matching with Meech, also known as Eggplant. Teresa, she matched with me. I'm Strawberry. Now the couples are gonna go on solo dates to further get to know each other. Meanwhile, Nate and Nick are leaving the mansion because they didn't get picked.
I never lost this.
Oh, shit.
I bring all hoes and not get one. She even like Eggplant. Eggplant ain't got no fucking game.
Maybe Eggplant improved this game.
No, I know he don't got no game.
Bro, I know damn well I would get picked. I'm telling you, I would love to be on this shit. I don't know what the fuck I gotta do, but listen, Where do they be hosting these calls? I'm telling you, I would definitely be on this shit.
I've took his shorty before.
You just make some shit on your chest.
Eggplant.
Oil line.
Make it all shiny.
Yeah.
Like that. What's up with your love life? I know you said you had red flags.
You go first. You go first.
My red flags?
Yeah.
I mean, one is just these videos. We be just posting like hello videos and shit.
What made you want to like
Start it?
start it? Yeah.
Really, it was just for shits and giggles. But
And
then
then-
it became successful, and it was like, shit, you can just continue this shit.
Where you from?
Sacramento.
How did the lips get so big? That Italian, that's crazy. Italians got the big ass lips. Is that?
Italians have big butts and big legs. I was an athlete and then I stopped playing sport and then I just
What
went to
sports
the gym.
you play?
Gymnastics at one
You
point.
was on that pool. Now you said they got big lips and big ass. What's the ass looking like?
Come a little lower.
So you want to start with level 1, 2, or 3?
That's number 2. What would make you feel closer to me?
You trying what?
And by the way, let me know, guys, have any of you guys watched the show Love Island? Because everyone's talking about it. And like, what is the hype? I haven't watched it. What is the hype? The other day I went on Netflix trying to find it, and I found some other show called Sneaky Links, so I clicked on it. I was like, maybe this is the same shit, but I ended up falling asleep. That shit was boring. But what is the hype? What is it? I need to watch it. I thought it was on Netflix, but apparently some hoes told me that it's on Peacock.
You can still play this, but we could just move over to the bed if you want.
Now, could you see yourself with a YouTuber?
Bro, low-key, no. I feel like they all cheat. But like when girls do, it's a problem because.
Oh, big problem.
Why? What are these double standards? So what you're saying, moral of the story, it's okay for you to cheat, not me.
No, literally.
Do you feel like for the right one you will change? Do you feel like men will change or can change for the right one? Or like what do you understand what I'm trying to say?
The people do want to see the eye. Oh my god, you is up there with me. I've never met somebody similar to my color.
Really?
I thought I was one-on-one.
I liked that he took control of the conversation. Usually I feel like I'm asking all the questions, right? So it was like a nice brain break. I'm talking about pineapple.
I ain't gonna lie, I couldn't keep staring at you. It's so hard not to stare at you.
You know that friend in the group that just sleep?
That's right. Women like when you take control as far as approaching them, right? You make the approach. You don't wait for her. You don't wait for her to give you some sort of signal. No, you just walk up to her confidently. You're taking control from the very beginning. When you go out on a date, right? Everything is about her feeling like a woman. The more you take control, the more feminine she feels. The more she feels like she has to take control, the more she feels like she's the motherfucking man in the situation, and you're the woman. So take control, fellas.
Sleeps with everybody. This is him. We also call him Genghis Khan because his body count is crazy.
I knocked 14 bitches in 16 days while I live with my bitch.
What's your love language?
You?
14 bitches in 16 days.
I got you blushing.
I ain't gonna lie, I wanna kiss her. Can you go trouble?
Yeah,
You fucked her again.
No. Still no.
That's how you do it, fellas. Look at that. That's called maximum pressure right there. Hold on, watch.
I got you blushing.
Boom. Number one. Wait. Let's break this down. This was a masterful. I wish I had some videos of my pressured moments, but I don't be recording those. That'd be too federal.
This is him. We also call him Genghis Khan because his body count is crazy.
I knocked 14 bitches in 16 days while I live with my bitch.
What's your love language?
You?
There you go. What's your love language, right? Any other guy would have been answered it. Well, my my love language is, hugs and cuddles and kisses and like gifts. Like I really like gifts. No, apply the pressure, build the tension, right? You talking about your love language being gifts? No, use every situation to spin off and make it into something that builds the tension, right? You have one purpose in mind when you go on a date, and that is to progress it forward. And talking about nonsense is just going to end you up in the friend zone. So you have one purpose, one place to go. You're leading the interaction. This is a prime example of leading the interaction, right? He's not waiting for shit to just happen. Most guys go on a date and then they wonder why they don't get laid. They just expect for shit to happen, right? He's positioning himself. This is what positioning is. When I told you guys about this one date I went on where the chick, right, she had a tongue ring on, and I positioned myself by saying, right, I'm thinking 10 steps ahead. I said, I've never kissed a girl with a tongue ring. I wonder what it tastes like, right? I'm just saying it out loud as if I'm posing it as some type of question, but I know exactly what I'm doing. I know that this is setting her up to be like, oh, you know, you want to try whatever the case may be. Boom, positioning. I'm leading it. I have one objective, pushing it forward, advancing, escalating. And so what did she say? Oh, you want to taste it, right? Green light. It's the same thing with him right here. She said, what is your love language? You, right? While looking her in her eyes. She looked away. She's blushing and shit.
I got you blushing.
I got you blushing, right? Called her out. Applying more pressure, right? Pay attention, fellas. There you go. That is maximum pressure right there. Round of applause. Do I got a round of applause right here? No, I guess not. Well, listen, fellas. What did he say? I want to kiss the gummy bear out your mouth, right? This is maximum pressure. This is how you escalate. If you guys are scared, like a lot of guys go on a date and they're scared, this is called making the bold move. What do I tell you guys all the time? Don't be afraid to make the bold move. If you're sitting on a couch with a woman, if you got your arm around her, or even some guys are even afraid to put their arm around her. Like, make the bold move. You have to be bold as a man. If not, you're going to be placed in the category, this man's a fucking pussy, and women don't like pussies.
Yeah, No. Still no.
Eggplant is probably
Applying maximum pressure. What if we turn the camera off? Right? This is what you got to do, fellas. Apply that pressure.
not my person.
He was doing a little too much with the lip biting.
Niggas in his bag.
Yeah, he was definitely in his bag.
I'm not that crazy. Like, I feel like I'm only crazy when I'm like triggered by like people like you.
Oh, dudes like me?
Yeah.
I bring it out of you?
You bring it out of me. At the same time, like, it's something that I don't want to like continue by myself.
That pattern of...
Yeah, like I can change him because honestly, like a man's just gonna change if he like wants to.
This is why guys lie to girls.
Why?
Because this is what y'all want to hear. I want to change, blah, blah.
Mm.
You could change me. Teresa, I want to be different. Never again.
Do I like the cameraman? Honestly, a little. He's like cute and bashful. We were cracking jokes and like, I like that in a man, okay? That's a hard find for me because I feel like a lot of guys just lack substance, personality-wise. You never heard Drunk in Love?
No.
By Beyonce?
There you have it, fellas. She said it, not me. I tell you guys all the time that you can work on your looks, your money, your status. But at the end of the day, any man who has experience with women knows that women like a motherfucker with personality, right? She doesn't want to go on the date. Personality means you go on the date and, you know, she's not fucking bored out of her mind. If you guys are going on the date and you're jacked, right? Mr. Muscles, Mr. I can deadlift a lot, Mr. I can bench a lot and squat a lot, Mr. I got a nice car, Mr. I got designer on, Mr. I got a bunch of followers on Instagram, but you're boring as fuck, that's gonna dry up the pussy. Doesn't matter.
No. I've never heard this. Surfboard.
The way you did it.
Keep playing them until I figure out the artist and the song.
Oh, you're not
Who the fuck is this guy?
gonna get this.
Oh, I know this. Ice Cube.
We didn't tell me about the love life. What was the love life talking about? I remember when I asked you about that, you laughed.
Where should I start? Basically, I'm a good dude. And
I'm not gonna lie. I don't know who this guy is, but I don't think he's applying pressure. I'm gonna give him a chance. But so far, I don't know. He over here laughing a little too giggly and shit. Like, come on, G, lock in.
We didn't tell me about the love life. What was the love life talking about? I remember when I asked you about that.
You see the difference? You see the difference in what I'm talking about? Locked in. Jay's locked in. Look at bro over here. Bro's over here. What is he doing?
No.
By Beyonce?
No.
Why?
I've never heard this. Surfboard.
The way you did it.
Keep playing
Like, what is bro doing? Lock in, dog.
them until I figure out the artist and the song.
Oh, you're not gonna get this.
Oh, I know this. Ice Cube.
We didn't tell
Why are you looking at the ceiling, dog? Like, why are you looking at the ceiling? I know this. Ice Cube. Are you trying to seduce the ceiling? What's going on? There is no other place I'm looking when I'm with a woman and it's me and her in a room alone and there's a bed in the room. You think I'm gonna be looking at the ceiling? I'm not looking at no motherfucking ceiling. I'm looking at two things, and that's her motherfucking eyes. Any woman that gets around me and has been in this room, She's felt that pressure. Okay? I'm not going to be looking at no motherfucking ceiling.
Tell me about the love life. What was the love life talking about? I remember when I asked you about that, you laughed.
Where should I start? Basically, I'm a good dude. And it was a long distance situation. I couldn't really trust it. Football player. Their egos are too big. But, yeah, that's like my love life. Okay, talk about your love life. What you wanna know? You're a guy. Like, what's the team? What is that?
And this is another thing. You see? Listen. I do the exact same thing. Listen, this is what you got to do. As you can see right there. He's asking her questions about her, right? Boom, boom, boom. She said, talk about your love life, right? Told him to talk about it. And he said, what do you want to know? Be specific, right? Be specific so I know what question I'm answering. A lot of guys, when they tell her, when she tells him shit like that, like, oh, talk about yourself or talk about this, right? The most basic one is, tell me about yourself, right? Most guys will just start rambling on. The thing about power is that you do not want to give away too much information. You don't just want to give it all out. So when you tell her to specify, well, what do you want to know, right? Like if a woman asks me, tell me about yourself. Well, what do you want to know about me, right? You ask her a question back. Well, what do you want to know about me? So she can specify. So that way she has to do some mental effort. She thinks about the question. Boom. Well, how many women do you date? Boom, there you go, right? Because if you just answer anything like, oh, talk about yourself, and you just start answering away, just start rambling on, now that person knows way too much about you. Like let her wonder, right? Let her get to know you slowly. That's how you end up telling everything on the first date, and she already feels like she knows you. No, tell her to be specific. Well, what do you want to know? Boom. She has to do a little bit of mental effort. You answer that question, and there you go. As time goes by, she gets to know you even more. But never just ramble on about your entire life story.
Love is on my side.
Yeah?
I got no issues. I got no issues in the love department.
When was your last relationship?
I'm in a relationship.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
I do, and that's why I'm telling you, I'm in a relationship. But I'm looking for love.
No, but
that's
so real though. That's so real. I respect it. Give me some.
I don't do that.
Oh, you gotta learn something from Philly.
You in Cali, we only do hugs.
Okay, fair enough.
So if you want to hug, we can hug now.
Do you give good hugs? Come here. Like, you gotta stand up. Damn, how tall are you?
Been there, done that.
Which fruit do you think I am?
During my date with Teresa, I kept taking bathroom breaks so I could go flirt with other contestants.
Oh shit. Hold on. Strawberry?
What about me resemble strawberry? What was y'all talking about?
Someone gave me a fucking strawberry.
That's what's up.
Was that you? Okay, see?
This was a strategic move.
Wait, so they switching hoes or some shit?
Ruby goes back to her date, she gonna be thinking about strawberry. That's what you call planting the seed.
Strawberry's coming to play this later.
You wanna play games with other niggas?
No! Oh, see, he does too much. Stop doing too much. I shouldn't piss him off. Stop doing too much.
You getting mad?
No.
For sure.
So is this the concept of Love Island? Like just have a bunch of fucking horny people all around each other, and this person goes with this person, that person goes with that person, and then they got this whole like drama going on. I'm pretty sure that makes sense.
Stop!
I can see why it's kind of interesting.
Strawberry, man.
You can ask him, man. He'll tell you.
Is he in here? No.
What are your other red flags other than like the fuck tendencies?
Nah, straight up. A bitch starts talking about another man around me, that shit'll turn me off quick. Talking about another man, oh hell no.
Like it's also subjective. Like
yeah, it is.
What is like too friendly? What's
right.
not.
You got guy friends?
I got.
Can't have guy friends with me, Teresa.
Yeah.
Kind of more.
Why? You got girlfriend.
Yeah, whatever I want, but you can't. This is why, like, we would probably never work out, but we would have great makeup sex. We would just always like.
You see how he just slipped that in there perfectly, right? Perfectly. We wouldn't work out, right? This is fucking perfect. This is what I'm telling you. This is how you build the tension. This is how you position yourself to fuck, right? They're not even talking about sex. They're talking about a relationship. But what comes with a relationship? Sex. What happens when you break up? Makeup sex, right? So he casually just slipped that in there, right? And carried on about the conversation. And when you do shit like that, and you just slip it in there and then continue moving forward, right? You know what you're doing. He knows what he's doing. And in her mind, she's like, wait, makeup sex? Right? Now her mind, women are very vivid creatures to where their mind starts painting things. That's why you have to master your mouthpiece so that you can paint pictures in her mind. The moment that he said, you know, we probably wouldn't work together, but you know, we'd have great makeup sex. Now she's thinking, right? He's looking at her deep in her eyes, and she's gonna start imagining these things. I'm telling you.
Argue, have fights.
Fighting doesn't exist if there's no passion, right?
You trying to
Because like
fight?
you don't really fight if you don't love them. Bullshit, yeah.
You trying to fight? What's our first argument? What are we arguing about?
How you're friendly with everyone.
Now, was it you saw me being friendly or was it like a DM or something? Let's talk about it. Let's argue.
You're like talking to your ex. Why the f are you talking?
But this is what guys are scared to do. Guys are scared to make it sexual. If you want to be that motherfucker who gets laid easily, you gotta be okay with being seen as a fuckboy, right? Because what a fuckboy technically is a motherfucker who just builds the tension quick, is applying that pressure quick. All the other motherfuckers that get friend zoned and shit, it's because they're afraid to make shit sexual. They want to get laid, but they don't want to make shit sexual. How the fuck does that make sense? Anytime a woman's around me, we're on a date, we're gonna get to that, you know, sexual vibe, right? From the very beginning. This one time I approached this one chick and went on a date with her, and the very first moment I met her, I was like, hey, sexy, right? Seen her at Publix at the grocery store. And she was like, oh, damn, sexy right from the beginning, right? Hey, I'm not trying to be your friend, right? I'm establishing myself from the very beginning, letting it be known that, you know, what my intentions are. It's the same thing with him. He said, you know, our relationship probably wouldn't work out, but we'd have great makeup sex. You got to make it sexual if you want to, you know, get to the sex. But I'm not talking about be on some creepy shit. You got to understand what I'm saying. It's about the way that you talk to her, the way that you look at her, what you say to her. I'm not talking about be some creep and some weirdo that's like, so what's your favorite position? So can you send me some nudes? You want to see my cock? Like, no, don't do that.
Like that shit was your past. Like why?
She talked to me.
Okay, but like.
Why'd I talk back?
Yeah, why'd you talk back?
Listen, it happened. A mistake was made. But do you want to end like everything we've created because of that? You know she's not a factor.
Well, she clearly is because why is she talking to you yesterday?
I mean, she liked me. I'm likable, babe. You know that.
Well, but why are you letting yourself be likable? Like, why are you like?
Why am I likable?
Listen, this is perfect. What did he say? Use role play to flirt. This is true. Listen, I've done this shit with coworkers, with women, and you want to know why? Women love playful energy. That's why I always say looks, money, and status is not going to save you if you're boring. Because if you're boring, a woman gets fucking bored. Women, growing up, they played with fucking Barbie dolls. They played with little kitchens. They fed their fucking dolls real food. They sat there and they cooked on a stove that wasn't even working. They dressed up their dolls. They love to be playful. Women, you know, growing up, they were playful, you know, girls. And now they're just grown up. But they're still into that playful shit. It just has moved from dolls to dick, right? From dolls to dick. Now they want playfulness with men. They want to feel that playful energy. You know what I mean? You got to be flirtatious. You got to be spontaneous. You got to just be a good vibe. Someone to have, you know, someone to where she's around you, she can have fun and she can enjoy herself. It's not a fucking boring time to where you're just sitting there all boring and nervous to make the move and shit.
Are you giving her access to you? You're too friendly. What the f is your ex doing?
I think she wants to join the team, babe. Like, you want a teammate?
No, I like doing all the work by myself.
I'm like filming a confessional.
How's it going?
It's actually going really good. I might have found my husband.
No way.
No, I'm so serious. Bro, and I did my British accent for him, and why did he think it was really good? And he's an Aquarius. I'm not opposed.
What does your husband look like?
He's
I was talking about this the other day. Look. I was talking about this the other day. I was talking about if you got a neighbor, if you got a coworker, if you got someone that you see on a regular basis, UCF, you know, you go to fucking college, you go to this college, that college, whatever it is, right? If you have the chance to see a woman on a consistent basis, all right? You know, I tell you guys all the time, shoot your shot the very first time you see her. If you see her at the grocery store, if you see her anywhere, shoot your shot right away. But if it's a woman that you see on a daily basis, You want to let, your shot, you want to preheat the oven, okay? Let it cook. Let it cook. Let him cook, okay? You want to season that motherfucker. You want to shoot your shot, but in a way that's, showing her your personality. So that way, over time, you're renting space in her mind. Don't go for her pussy. Go for her mind. This is what, renting space in her mind is exactly what I was talking about. I said the moment you start renting space in her mind, she starts thinking about you. If you guys had a good interaction, right? You left it on a good note. She's going to start thinking about you. The next thing, she's going to start looking forward to the next day she sees you. The next thing after that, she's going to start telling her friends, guess who talked to me? Guess who said this, right? The more she's thinking about you, the more that she thinks about you and talks to her friends about you, the more you own space in her mind, and the easier it is to get that pussy. Because the moment that you own her up here, guess what? What comes with this? The body. But when you go for the body, but you don't have the mind, you're hustling backwards.
Filipino and black.
Okay, so wait, real life, you have a girlfriend, like right now.
I got a family at the house that's watching this right now.
No way! You serious?
Yes.
He stays saying that.
I can keep it around.
You actually, real life, have a girl at home.
I got family at home. Shout out to my family.
Would you ever come to Philly?
Been to Philly.
Oh, like come back.
You gonna be the
I'll be the tour guide. I'll be the tour guide. Do you want to like go to the clubs?
Definitely gotta come out there. You feel me? You show me what it's about. But yeah, I'm
What happens if you don't like the cheesesteak?
Then you just gotta make me a homemade one.
Okay.
You got your own spot, or you live with?
Some girls don't give a fuck when you got a girlfriend. Just being honest, some girls don't give a fuck. But then there's those who do. There's those who will not give up the pussy because you got a girlfriend. But hey, you give them the free will to choose whatever it is that they want to do. Give every woman free will to do whatever she wants to do. Don't lie to them. I've lied to a couple women. I've done it. Young and stupid, right? But you don't have to lie. Just tell her everything from the jump. Let her know what it is. And guess what? You can have everything you want. You don't gotta lie. You don't gotta try to finesse. You could give her the free will. Because when you lie to a woman, you're wasting her time. You're wasting her time. Don't waste a woman's time. Let her know what it is. And she has a choice. If she's fucking with you, okay, cool. If she's not, on to the next. All right? There's billions of women out here. There's no need to lie. There's no need to lie. Just tell her the truth straight up.
Parents, what you doing?
No, yeah, I have my own spot.
That's what's up. I definitely get a.
And have I lost some women, lying to them? Yeah, I have. Right? Some bitches that I wanted to fuck, and I lied to them, and then, they ended up moving on, right? So it happens, right? No, not lying. Tell them the truth. Have I lost some women telling them the truth? Yes, right? Tell them the truth and tell them straight up. And then they won't let you hit. But it is what it is, You got to give a woman the free will to choose whatever she wants to do.
You got to pop out there and you got to give me a tour guide.
Yeah.
Have a little slumber party.
Yeah.
Have you ever cheated in a relationship?
Yes. Have you?
I have. I ain't gonna lie.
Okay. Have you had like a lot of mad girlfriends in the past, like
I
anger
had
issues?
a lot of toxic shit in my life.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah. And I worked in sales, so it's like you kind of gotta like know how to deal with angry motherfuckers.
You're funny. I fuck with him, but there are definitely some deal breakers when it comes to looks, and
like
for me, height.
Now what's going on over here? Y'all vlogging?
Yeah.
Jay left the room. I started flirting with his girl.
How many tattoos you got?
One here and one here. I have these on my spine.
This is this is a prime example for those of you who think that your woman would never cheat on you. I was just talking about this the other day. Take a look at this, right? For all you guys who think that my woman would never, right? My woman would never. This is a visual representation. When you are not around your woman, there's other motherfuckers. There's motherfuckers who are smooth. There's motherfuckers who are handsome. There's motherfuckers who, know the right things to say. And they're trying to get at your girl. Listen, as a matter of fact, now that I think about it, the other day I got some chick's number. And I told her straight up. Because she was choosing on me. And she was talking about her boyfriend to her friend and all this other shit. But she was choosing on me. So I told her straight up, hey, listen. Before she left, right, I was like, hey, listen, take my number down. And she was like, oh, you want it, right? She was excited. She thought I was asking for her number. I was like, nah, take my number down. And I was like, listen, I know you got a boyfriend. but I think you're sexy, and quite frankly, I don't give a fuck, right? Boom. She took my number down, texted me. Now we're setting up a link. I'm telling you, at the end of the day, a woman is going to choose up. And I'm just telling you guys this, not to poison your mind or anything, but just to show you the reality. Listen, if one man approaches your woman every single day for an entire year, let's just say you have a pretty chick, right? 365 men in a year. You don't think one of those she's going to find attractive? You don't think just one? And let's just say two guys. That's talking low end numbers. That's like 700 and something. You don't think one? And the reason why most guys think my woman would never, it's because they don't know what it's like to live the life of a woman with so many options. Let's flip it. Think about if you as a man, you had 365 bitches coming up to you. You think you would be loyal? The reason why most guys are able to be loyal, it's because they have no options. The more options you have, the more temptation comes your way. The more temptation is at your door. Imagine if 365 women came and approached you. You don't think if 60 of those women were the baddest bitches you've ever seen, you don't think you would hit that? You're a fucking liar. Come on now.
Find them.
Oh, you got the spine?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, you a red flag.
Oh.
She got the spine tattoo.
I want to show you too. Damn.
Yeah, I want to see it. Let me see it.
Okay, hold on.
Oh, yeah, that's
Pisces.
This is your woman at work right here. This is your woman at work. Some guy's trying to flirt with her, and you know, she's going. I'm telling you, I've seen it. I've experienced it.
I have one right here. You gotta get Nikki for this one.
Oh, yeah, that's sexy.
I'm not even gonna lie, I was trying to like feel out the scenery. Like, who else would I want to talk to? It's every woman for themselves.
Talk to me about the different fruits. What's the impressions on it?
And straight up, this woman right here, you could like, this is the prototype. When I talk to women like this, I already know what type of time they're on, right? Just look at her. I'll tell you the signs.
It's every woman.
This woman right here, peep. When I talk to women like this, I already know. Oh shit, wrong button. But I guess, listen, you gotta know your tools. Like a hammer, you gotta know it's a hammer. You can't not know what the tools are for, right? You can't pick this up and think it's gonna do the same thing as this. You gotta know this one's a knife, and this is going to cut shit if I need it to cut shit. This is a remote control, and it's going to turn on the TV. Don't think that the remote control is going to cut shit, and don't think that this is going to turn on the TV. Okay, you got to know what your tools are. And this type of woman right here, what did she say? I can already tell that's her mentality just by looking at her. Just by looking at her. And I'm not judging her. I'm just saying, there's certain things that you can tell. Those eyelashes typically are not worn by women who are, you know, a one woman type of man and they fall in love with men. It is typically, from what I've seen, women with tattoos, women with the lip fillers like that, with those long ass black eyelashes. Those are typically the women who have been heartbroken in the past, and now they are the female version of players. Every woman for herself, right? That's not naturally what women think. Oh, I'm going to talk to multiple guys because it's every woman for herself. No, typically women, naturally, they find one guy and they want to be with that one guy. But as they go through multiple dicks, back to back to back, and they get their heart broken over and over and over again, their heart starts to, you know, get protected, get guarded. Now they got a cold heart. And now they become the female version of players.
Women for themselves.
Talk to me about the different fruits.
You see? I'm telling you, I could just tell. This is her prototype.
What's the impressions on the different fruits?
Okay, I thought you were, what did I say?
You thought I was eggplant.
Yeah, I thought you were eggplant. Because, like, you just look like you like cars. That's all we were talking about.
Was it me?
You really weren't eggplant? No? Okay, wait, so you had to be, you were fucking strawberry. And I said, why didn't you bring me a strawberry? Yo.
And I had it ready, but you didn't pick me. I had it ready for our follow-up day, but it's all good. You picked my brother. He's a good pick. But, you know, that opportunity ever does come back around, you got a strawberry waiting for you.
So I come out the bathroom, I see Zeb come out.
If you hit a woman up, listen, if you hit a woman up, you just met a woman, and she's not responding, right? At first she was responding, but then she wasn't. Women talk to a lot of guys. Listen, you got to understand. don't let that make you feel like less of a man. Cause some random chick that you don't know stop responding. She's probably talking to some other guy. They're so distracted because they have, multiple options. And when you as a man, you have no options, you're not gonna be able to understand. But when you as a man, you're on the same type of time, you're talking to this woman, you're talking to that woman, you're talking to this woman, that woman, right? You won't give a fuck. The problem is so many of you guys just focus on this one chick and you don't realize that she's focused on several guys. Meanwhile, you're only focused on her.
My room. I need to get to the bottom of this. Did you just not get done cheating on me? Did you cheat on me?
Shut up, Mr. Open Relationship.
You was cheating on me?
Bye. No.
It's all
Cap ass.
good. Her friend like me anyway.
Pineapple's definitely caught my eye. He's tall. He has pretty eyes. Maybe he was the one.
So after getting to know each other during the solo dates, the contestants will now compete in a game of Jeopardy to see which couple knows each other best. Losing teams will have to do the one chip challenge.
What's your partner's favorite movie? Shrek.
Oh yeah.
Robot Chicken.
No, look, that was not your favorite.
I said that was my favorite.
What's your partner's birthday?
November 14th.
Oh my god. January 3rd.
Who's your partner's favorite president?
Obama.
Okay.
Damn.
What's your partner's favorite sex position?
Doggy.
Oh my god. That nigga hit that shit so damn fast.
What's your partner's middle name?
Monique.
Fuck, no, I completely forgot.
It's Lamar.
What's your partner's body count?
6.
14.
How many siblings does your partner have?
Oh shit, it's 12 o'clock. I gotta post this video.
When is your partner's birthday?
I might have to do a part 2.
February 23rd.
What's your partner's biggest turn on?
Ass.
Submissive women, straight
Turn
up.
on or turn off? Turn on. Eyes.
And for those of you who don't know, right? Because I fuck with that too, submissive women. But submissive women don't just come along, right? Sure, some women have submissive tendencies, but they still are going to choose the man that they submit to. That's not to say that she's not a submissive woman, that she's, just an argumentative woman. No, she might have submissive tendencies, but that doesn't mean she's going to submit to you. When a woman fully submits to you, that means she gives you her body. That means she gives you, she follows you and she trusts your judgment fully to take decisions and make decisions. Not like these guys who are like, I got to ask my wife to make a decision to make a purchase on this sale. Like, what? A man with a submissive wife is not going to have to ask his wife because he's the leader and she trusts all of his decisions. That's why when a man says that shit, that's like, you already know that motherfucker has no game. He has no balls because he has to ask his wife. No real man has to ask his wife. Your wife should trust your decisions. She should trust you as the man. She should say, this is my man. I look up to my man and I trust everything that this man, decides to do. How could a woman make a better decision than you as a man? Women are emotional. As a man, you're supposed to be logical. You're telling me you can't logically think about this on your own? What if you were living on your own? You can't make that decision? You need a woman to make that decision for you? But that's besides the point. As a man, you have to be a respectable man in order to, get a woman to choose to submit to you. Okay? And if you need help with that, shoot me a DM on Instagram at Optimal Man Coaching. We'll get you in the best shape. We'll get you learning how to talk to women. All that shit. Because, like I said, you have to be the right man for a woman to choose to submit to you.
Huh?
What is your partner's biggest red flag?
He's a cameraman?
F-boy tendencies. That's literally what I said earlier. I said in order to be seen as the type of guy that she'll have sex with, you gotta be okay with being seen as the fuckboy. You know how many times I've been called that shit? Over and over again. Women have DM'd me that shit. Co-workers have told me that shit. Women have told me that shit in person, right? Oh, you look like a fuckboy. Oh, you look like a fuckboy. Why? Because I flirt with them. I flirt with this woman. I flirt with that woman. I flirt with this woman, right? Eventually, they start labeling you as a fuckboy. But all that means is that they see you as someone that they could see themselves having sex with. Because they wouldn't be calling a guy that they see as only as a friend, a fuckboy. Why? Because they could never see themselves having sex with that guy. He's just a friend. He's just my buddy. He's just my brother. He's my best friend. But when they say you're a fuckboy, that's because they see you as that type of motherfucker who could beat them doonies down.
Answer, Teresa.
Cheating.
What?
Obnoxious. Wow.
How many previous relationships has your partner had?
I hate that too.
Let me know if you guys want a part 2 to this, because it is 12 o'clock right now. It's getting late. And we're still halfway through the video. We still got halfway to go. So like this video. Let me know down below. Is this like something that I should keep in it or take it out? Does it make a big difference? Let me know down below, and hit me up on Instagram at Optimal Man Coaching. Like I said earlier, the new page is at Ambitious Abdiel. I'm going to start posting the reels on there. And as soon as I can figure out how to make a TikTok, because for some reason it's messing up, I'll make a TikTok and I'll tell you guys the name of that too. Peace.